Hello again, it's Lawrence here again. Talking to you from my black void. I do promise you that I will try and do something about the lighting in here. I like talking to you at night because I think the night has an ambience about it somehow. And despite having to keep my voice down because of the neighbours, you know, they're a family and they've got children, so I don't like to speak too loudly. Don't want to wake anybody up or get myself an ASBO. I will continue the story of my life in my next video. For this video, I think I will just tell you a little bit more about myself as of present day, my likes, my dislikes, so you can just get to know me that little bit better. Where shall we start? About my taste in DVDs. I've got a few, I haven't got hundreds. A minute. You can see that. Fargo, which was directed by the Coen brothers. I have watched this film, this DVD. It's a wonder it's not worn out. I have watched it, I should say, about 30 times since I purchased it. Wonderful film. Don't know whether you've seen it. Perhaps you'd like to respond and tell me whether or not you've seen it. Hint, hint. Wonderful performances, wonderfully directed, wonderful story. Very violent in parts, but nevertheless a brilliant thriller, and very, very funny too in parts. That's one of my favourites. Here's another. A Matter of Life and Death. The story of my life. Directed by Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger, with David Niven, of course, and Roger Livesey. Wonderful film. Great performance from David Niven, and I've forgotten the name. Oh dear. Of this chap. Oh. Just a minute. Him. This chap here, who plays the conductor. If you don't know the story, David Niven, it's set in World War II. He's a pilot. His aircraft is coming down and he's going to die. He doesn't die because the conductor, who is meant to take him up to heaven, loses him in the fog. Subsequently, David Niven falls in love with her, and what happens next is that the conductor comes down for him and says, well, I missed you, but you've got to come up because your number was up. And David Niven quite rightly says, well, hang on a minute, fella. Obviously, he doesn't speak like that. I've fallen in love. I'm not ready to die. I've got a life to live. It's not my fault you forgot me. Listen, my acting career didn't quite take off, but you get the gist of the story. If ever you get a chance to watch it, it's usually screened on television on a Saturday afternoon at about 3 o'clock. Watch it because it's brilliant. Oh, look at the time already. My favourite read at the moment. This is a biography of Spike Milligan, who I thought was a wonderful comedian and a wonderful man, great eccentric, suffered with depression like myself. It's written by his agent, who knew him better than anybody. He's a very, very interesting man, and just show you that again. This is the book. Marvellous read. I'd recommend it. Haven't really got time to bring all the rest of them down now. Time is pressing on. That's just a few of my likes. Dislikes are noisy people. Ignorant people. I don't like people who've got no respect for others. Motor cars, even though we need them. They pollute the atmosphere, they're noisy. You can't ever cross the road these days. Nightmare. Well, I'll tell you all more in my next video. I'd like to thank Geriatric 1927 for responding to my response to his Telling It All 53. What a wonderful man he is. An inspiration to the world. And for now, I will bid you good night. Good night. Oh dear.